Welcome to Otaku International Podcast. I'm Chili, and with me we have Scorpion
Hello.
and we have Soul.
Hi.
This week we'll be talking about Black Clover, Chapter 314 and 315. I personally want to apologize for not being online yesterday because we had a manning issue, but we are here and we thank you for showing up today. This week's topics for Chapter 314 are going to be what a beast Meliona is. The second level of the underworld has finally opened. Lucifero's new host, Black Bull's combined power, and then we'll be moving on to chapter 315 with the battle between Lucifero and the ultra giant Black Bull. Lucifero's overwhelming power. Lucifero destroys the ultra giant Black Bull, and finally, the last hope. After that, we'll be moving on to a rating of chapters between 1 and 10. Then we're going to actually ask what happens in the next chapter because then we'll be finally caught up after we finish
Yep.
these two. And then after that, we'll do a Q&A. All right, let's get started. All right, Scorpion, now tell me, what do you... Let me get this going. Tell me what a beast Meliona is.
Beast.
Beast.
She's not a beast. She's a goddess of fire. Oh my fucking god. She can destroy that demon and destroy me at any time.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I'm the one that gets talked about being stepped on.
Hey,
Yeah.
look. Last time I was in the podcast, we talked about fuck, marry, kill. I want I want to be my mommy just to step on me, destroy me,
Oh.
and stuff like that.
Oh, please don't! You didn't say you want her to be your mommy.
Are you my mommy? But yeah, the fight was incredible, and I was just, how can this get any better? And just, wow, I don't know how I'm losing my words right now.
All
Just-
right, but those comments.
We're starting in a good note.
Yeah, we're starting on a good note. So,
You
tell
didn't
me-
need. Yeah.
I look from this chapter. It looks like you're not her only fan because it looks like the Spade Kingdom absolutely loves her.
Oh yeah, they're going to fight me over her.
Yeah. So, Soul, tell me what you think.
First of all, I'm gonna answer Scorpion's question about how is it gonna get better. Well, let's just say that you can actually having Melanona actually fighting the Lucifero. That's gonna be even greater.
Mm-hmm. As much as
And-
I'm. Go on.
And speaking of which one is going to get stepped on even more, it's basically Chili over here because he wants to get stepped on by Venica, Venica, right?
Yeah, Vonica.
Venica and Melanona. So she's got two.
That's okay. Kyoko's got me. She said she'll step on me.
So three. There you go. As for the fight, well, it wasn't much of a fight. It was like a massacre of. It was legit one punch.
I wouldn't say one punch. Their fight's been going on for a while, though.
Yeah, but this panel is basically one punch. But it's just amazing the fact that Maradona is putting this much of a great fight, and the first Wizard King was like, oh, well, what do I do?
Mm. Well, I mean, if you look at it, the Wizard King has been nerfed quite a bit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if he wasn't nerfed, I'm pretty sure he could have taken this out like
Pretty
that.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
If he was actually serious of killing,
Well, I mean, he's killed people before. He took out like all those people whenever during the Elf arc. Remember,
yeah.
he rescued Asta. So, I'm gonna go with this and answer what you said. You said that she'll probably join the main fight, but I don't think she will. Because if she did, then it
Mm,
would take off the focus off of Asta and Yuno. Plus, the
yeah.
Yeah.
Black Bulls trying to save their own captain.
Mm, I mean, she would.
Mm,
I don't like. She could have actually saved Yami, to be honest.
Yeah.
mm,
She could easily destroy all the demons that are coming from the gates and just do you need more help and just
mhm,
brush it off and save those two.
mhm.
Yeah, Manazone, Hellfire.
Like, I'm just curious, like, if she actually was versing like Dante or Zenon or Vonica, like, how much she would wreck them.
Zenon may be a hard time. Dante, not really now. If Yami was able to take him on, then
Mhm. I mean, Dante like literally kept regenerating himself. Yami would never have
yeah,
won that without Asta.
yeah. As for Vonica, yeah, no, that's not fair fight. That's Melanona's fight.
Yeah, I mean, even with Vonica, like the only reason why they won with that was because Charlotte had that reverse curse magic going on for her,
Yeah,
like
could she
giving a big
actually
boost.
would actually the curse affect that much Melanona? Because knowing Melanona, she's gonna have a plot. So
True. I mean, if she's fast enough, but I feel like the moment she gets cursed, it'd be bad. Not to mention, like, uh, Majukula themselves wanted a strong female as a
yeah.
sacrifice. I mean, that'd just be adding fuel to the flame. Ha, pun intended.
D- d- don't put those kind of thoughts in my head because right now I'm thinking she's going to die and I'm going to be very sad.
We are all gonna cry.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. The second level of the underworld opened. Oof. That's a lot. So why don't you take it off?
First off, this is one world, actually two worlds. Naturally chaos. We can on the first page after the gate is open, we can just see chaos because we see all of these demons, and we can actually see, well, we can actually see basically the Sephiroth is being crazy and actually being, I guess, thankful
Mm-hmm.
for the other part, which I don't know if I should be talking about it now.
Uh, no, not yet. The other part will be coming on the next one.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
Yeah.
So this is why it's like it's a total massacre, honestly, with the demons right now. It's they need us to like as soon as possible. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like total massacre of the demons can.
Mm-hmm. So do you think this was part of Lucifero's plan all along to getting this far?
Getting this far?
Yeah, because like he already said, like you've already used up your usefulness for me. Thank you, or so on and so forth, or thank you for your service. That's what he said.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he planned this from the very start. Maybe he wanted it, but I don't think he planned this all along.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what he wished, but now it's open. His father can guess being happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Okay. Um. All right. So for me, I actually do think he's planned all this, like to the detail, because I mean, he got managed to get the second gate open, and he's literally, I think he was trying to get every single host that he's had destroyed just so he could take their life to speed up the gates process.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because like Dante pretty much just exploded into like this weird mutated thing. And then like he says thank you for your service after he like destroys him. And he even says that he sucked out all the life out of Morris to accelerate the gate. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's been planning this. I mean, may not have been his long-term plan, but he has been planning this.
Yeah.
Hmm. Scorpion, tell me, what do you think?
Just pure chaos. And of course, he planned all of this. Of
Mhm.
course, to the detail. But I think he needed to speed up the opening of the gates because he knew that maybe the Black Clover, the Clover Kingdom Knights are a little bit too much for him, and
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
that reason, he he sucked out of the life of what was that name?
Dante?
Morris.
Dante,
Mm.
and to speed up little and even further the process. And when he opened the second gate, that is his little bit relief that, oh, now I have a breeding room. They're going to deal with that, and I can work on the third layer.
Mhm.
And yeah,
So Scorpion, tell me, what do you think whenever it actually showed the second gate actually open it up and all these like different types of demons are coming out? Like you can see like different varieties. Some of them have two heads. Some of them look like lizards. Do you think that was actually pretty cool detail on that?
it's nice
Mm-hmm.
to see how many they're coming out of there, and
Mm-hmm.
just everyone in shock to be, oh, this is a problem now to deal with.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I love how in the actual thing you can see that there is a little bit of a variety of demons. Like there
mm-hmm.
is a octopus one, there is a
Tentacles.
giant bird, and it's good to have a variety, not just
Yeah.
I'm a demon, I have horns, and that's it.
So how low of a tier demon do you think this is? Do you think it's like a low tier, or do you think it's like a mid-rank tier for some of them in there? Because
Low.
if the second level's open, they're definitely stronger than the demons that were
Oh
in the
yeah,
first level.
it's going from easy to medium. If it's from
Yeah.
scale 1 to 10, it's around 3 or 4. Depends. Sorry, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, depends on how the Black Bull is going to deal with them.
Yeah.
Do we exactly know how many levels there are?
I
Maybe
think we
7.
do.
If we're going off like some like I think cultures and stuff, they say that the 7 circles, and then there's other cultures that say there's 9. So I mean, this is just the second level.
Yeah. I do think the 9.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I like
Mm.
the fact that you asked the entire questions only for Scorpion and not me.
Oh, that question was actually for both you guys, but mm. All right. Let, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Lucifero's new host. Soul, tell me about this.
Um, it's kind of funny and yet it's very like interesting the fact that they just like tell us about this now, because it does beg the question like, does the last host, does he or she have to like die in order for him to take a host?
Can you explain that a little bit more?
Basically what I mean is like we have a panel over here of Asta's mom, basically a flashback of herself and basically Asta's demon being possessed by Lucifero, Asta's demon that is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if the host needs to either die or the one who seals him away needs to die in order for him to take another host.
I think he needs to physically be there though. Like,
Physically be there?
yeah, because if he's taking a host, technically his true heart's not there. He's just manipulating them.
Which is why I'm kind of like questioning if he needs to kill the previous host or someone that sealed him away. Like,
I mean, he's still trapped in the underworld. I mean, Majukula, she was defeated, and we didn't really like. Xenon got his own heart turned into a demon and got slashed, so we don't know if Beelzebub's actually dead either.
yeah,
But I
if
think
he's
like
not,
those devils have to physically be there in order to be
yeah.
killed.
So yeah, if that's the case, then it doesn't really like matter. But it's really interesting detail the fact that they actually like have a flashback.
Hmm. And with that flashback, they show us they show Libe getting controlled, like you said. So since Libe is still technically a low-level devil, do you think that Lucifero's like authority still controls him, or it's negated because of the contract that he has with Asta?
Um, Going by logic of how devils work in Black Clover, I do think maybe some have been negated by Lucifer because of the contract,
Hmm.
but I don't think that Libe is currently safe. But I don't think he's safe because of Asta basically doesn't have any magic, so he can kind of like negate
Well, I mean,
the
it's not
yeah
really a magic thing though. It's more of an authority thing.
yeah. That's why I'm kind of yes and no.
Hmm.
So it's kind of safe and kind of not safe.
Got it.
Just have to depend on what happens with the backstory of Asta's mom and stuff like that.
Which we only got a small bit of detail about that, but
Yeah,
I wish we could get more of a backstory on Lucifero, on like how his whole plans have led up to this, because we got it with
what's his
what's that
name?
what's that first demon that they fought?
Yeah,
Zagrid.
Zagred? Yeah,
Yes, was Zagrid when they fought. They actually showed his plan all the way back to like what was it, 400 years ago, back when he was fighting the elves.
500, I believe.
500. Like they showed us his entire plan, so I'm kind of hoping that they go with like Lucifer's plan, like through all this and how
Yeah,
it
I
like
really do.
yeah. Um, go for me. I think for this part with his new host, like the fact that he managed to merge all these devils together that just flooded out of the second gate. Wow. Like he
This will
literally
be.
merged them.
This
Like
is.
we saw with Noct on
Yeah,
him fusing two devils together to make like a high tier like devil union mode.
yeah.
So with all these low level devils merging together,
That would
like
be.
this devil has some like serious power.
Sorry.
He really has like one tracked mind.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
You're
What
good.
you
Okay.
We're
what you
talking
talking
about
about? Yeah.
Lucifero's new host after he combined all the demons together. Tell me, what do you think about this, Scorpion?
Un momento, por favor, because I. Oh, the giant Megazord.
No, no, no. We're talking about Lucifero. He combined all the demons together.
Oh, that thing. I just
Yes.
now see. It. Yeah. Nice creation, to be honest. It's just. We get it, you're a demon, but only 2 horns is going to be enough.
I mean, even Asta has like 4 horns.
Asta is special.
I'm pretty sure like Dante and them had 4 horns as well after they hit 100%.
Okay, no, we cannot exclude everybody. So
Yeah.
But the design is interesting. I like how when he's combining, he's absorbing all those demons and everything around him, and just
yeah,
It is
But
an interesting look on how that is because it looks like just nothing but flesh. It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of that tar stuff that was flowing around in that dark castle from the elf arc.
yeah. May I add something?
Yeah, go
What?
ahead.
Um, is that Asta with magma?
Where at?
Under the under the panel with the demons,
You said under the panel with the entire demons. You got to
we
be more
see
specific.
Magna, and that's
Yes,
Asta, I think.
yes, that is Asta. You can tell from it's Magna, Asta, and Zora.
So doesn't look like that his headband is actually like different with the demon like side,
No,
because what I can tell is that it has the demon kind of like behind, instead of being behind him, it's actually in front of him now.
he's had that on there since the time skip first started.
Has he? I actually did
Yes,
not notice it.
it's literally red when you actually see it in color.
I either I'm blind or I have actually didn't take note note about it.
Yeah, yeah, he started doing that like after the time skip. He got the headband change, and then he got his like half cloak to where he was like just like Yami.
Yeah, that one I've seen, but the headband I actually did not.
Yeah, the moment he started doing the half cloak is whenever his headband was the same way.
Which is interesting because that's when he actually, well, almost made the contract. Uh, Kinda, not really, but it's where he asked for help,
He started doing that right after he got done training with the Heart Kingdom, way before his first fight with Dante.
which is very like interesting.
Hmm. All right. Moving on from there. Before we go move on, I want to add to one more thing. Like, I said it before, like how powerful all those low level devils being put together would make that one combined thing. I feel like that's very like over dramatic. Like we're going off of
Yeah,
Lucifero. Like he did all that just so he can make a vessel strong enough to wield his power. So all those devils combined are just enough to handle his power. It's weird.
yeah. Is it
Yeah,
enough though? Like, is it really enough?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, whenever we get to the fight later on in the next chapter, we'll see whether or not it's enough.
Yeah,
All right, let's move on. Black Bulls combine their power. Okay, this is the last few pages of the chapter, and I actually really like this part. Scorpion, go ahead and tell me who you think.
Oh yeah, about the Megazord. I love it.
Yes, like them all combining their powers, and doing that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a Megazord. Great. I
if you
love
think
it.
if you think about it, it is just like Power Rangers. Like they
Yeah.
defeat the small bad guy, and then he decides to be like, "Oh, is that all you got?" And then turns into this big thing, and then all the Power Rangers jump into their Zords. It kind of is like that.
Yeah. Just assembling the legs, the torso, the arm, the head, and in the end, you see how everyone screams their ability, and in the literally second to last page, you see the Black Ball Megazord.
yeah.
No,
As
it is the last page where you see it.
second to last.
On mine, it's
Second.
the it's the last. The
Oh,
For
I
second.
me,
see what he means, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Mm. Yeah, like they all like combine their powers. I think it's pretty cool. Soul, tell me, what do you think about this whole thing?
Well, black balls being black balls, like it's crazy of how they actually like glow, because you have everyone is basically using their powers to their own ways instead of the like instead of trying to basically use it on their own, they're actually combining it into like one fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen it before, but not on this like scale of like actual like teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Like we finally get to see what black balls can actually do. And speaking of black balls, I'm the new
Mhm.
member.
Yeah, sure. You're going to be the greatest member. But I want to add one thing. The most
Yeah.
important thing. The one member that supplied them with all this mana. My Charmy. And the mana
Mhm.
recovery. And her
Yeah.
beautiful sheep.
Yeah.
I love it. Just
I'm actually about to talk about that too.
just come on. Oh everyone, come and eat.
hmm Like, so with all of this, them combining their powers, like you can see every single individual Black Bull using their own unique power to actually
Yeah.
form this. You have Vanessa with her fate magic, where she does absolute evasion for defense. You have your girl Charmy consistently supplying everybody with mana, and then you have Gray coming out here making multiple versions. I mean not Gray. I mean uh
Gosh, I don't know how
Ghosh.
you
Yes,
say his
Gosh.
name.
Ghosh. You had Ghosh making multiple versions of Gray, and then Gray turning like all of the matter in the Black Bull Castle to get like even more. And then you have Gordon using his diversion to where it's taking away Henry's absorption from the other people and absorbing it from the devil just to form this one thing. They have like infinite supply of mana. They have absolute defense. Gray can literally repair anything if there is something, and that she's only able to do that with Ghosh. And Henry can literally keep siphoning off the devil. Like this is actually a really terrifying spell because you would not believe like you could actually win against this thing. It's just massive. They even named it Ultra Giant Black Bull. Like,
Of course, ultra giant.
yeah, but
Ju- ju-
just to go off the scale, the original Black Bull, like the giant Black Bull, was the size of the castle in the Clover Kingdom. So imagine how big this one is. Ah, it's
oh boy,
wild.
it is
Yeah.
wild.
All right. Let's rate this chapter 1 out of 10. Uh, Soul, why don't you start this one off?
it's oh,
Me 10.
Yes. 10? Really?
Yep.
All right. Tell me why.
Well, they couldn't have started with the most like better character in this like chapter. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
especially with her new kind of like magic, Madonna. She
Mm-hmm.
basically blasted the ancient demon away. Well, disintegrated, should I say? Uh,
She's an animal. That's why.
and you have like everyone like joining in, especially finding we get uh like Paltry's probably going to join in. I don't know what he's going to do, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully it's something that's actually like good. Uh then we have this entire demons basically. We have a mod kind of like demon, we have laser kind of demon, so it's like we finally get, as Scorpion said, we finally get different kind of vibe for demons.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a flashback of Asta's mom, like which was on spot given what Lucifer says in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Black Ball basically combination where you have even like Lucifer himself, I think, surprised,
Mm-hmm.
and we have everyone else basically being surprised about time by the black balls because they were actually black balls, just like, oh, black balls, who cares? And now, oh, black balls, come save me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 360 turnaround. So especially the last page, two last pages, these were amazing.
Got
Just
it.
punching the demon, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
poor Yami though, being punched with the demon.
That's next chapter.
Huh?
That's in the next chapter.
No, it's not.
What'd you say about it though?
Like,
About Yami?
yeah, like Yami is being pushed away by the thing. I think it was from the punch itself, or was it by the?
No, it's
Oh,
in
it
the
was
next
by the
chapter.
actual thing. Okay,
It talks
my
about it more in the
mistake.
next chapter.
Yeah, I thought that was actually a punch. I did not see
Mm-hmm.
that it was from the actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was actually like very great like chapter. So that's why I'm giving it 10,
Got it.
which I'm surprised giving 10 in these on previous chapters too. Uh,
Mm-hmm. All right, Scorpion.
10.
10. Wow,
Yeah,
another 10.
yeah.
All right, tell me
There's
why.
3 reasons, and 3 reasons only.
Two of
I
your
already
waifus.
know too.
First of all, the B and the one and only Miro.
And,
Rona,
Uh,
Rona.
yeah, Mirona. She was a beast. No, she is a beast. She can destroy anyone. You- I like how she just. Oh, I like how she just don't give a fuck about and just go and destroy. Destroy. Second of all, Charmy. Second of all, Charmy.
Got it.
The
So you
second
like
reason,
you like masculine women and lollies. Got it.
I don't want Charmy because she's a lolly. I want Charmy because she can feed me.
Got it.
and
A lolly
Okay.
that can feed you.
and Lanin that can feed you and someone that's actually can beat you up. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And the third and final is the actual Megazord.
Mhm. The ultra black. Ball.
Yeah, the Megazord, the Black Bull
Yeah.
Megazord.
Mm.
But the chapter was great. Had
Yep. Yep.
plenty of fighting. We saw the second layer. We saw all the demons and their different forms. We saw how they combined. I wish all those demons to fight individually to see how they stack against the previous. But
Yeah.
in the end,
Well,
it got all those demons got absorbed into this giant blob of a demon.
Mhm.
That sucks. But yet,
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
the chapter was great. For that reason, I give it 10.
All right. My turn.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I
How
knew it.
dare
I knew
we
it.
needed a perfect score here?
Nah. We've already had a perfect 10. We can't do that again. And honestly, this isn't actually my favorite chapter. Only because they only had one fight scene in this entire chapter, and that's with
Uh-huh. Look at him.
the brutal woman destroyed this demon. Like, and everyone is like, "Oh, she's not like part of my waifu or my harem." Like, so no, I won't give this to her. But I do think that the whole Lucifero like manipulating another person, Morris, and then having all the devils combined to make this massive blob just so they can compensate for Lucifero's power. I thought all that was actually pretty good. The giant black bull, I admit, is super powerful, but it's nothing new to us. Like, we've already seen the giant black bull before. They just put the word ultra and just made it bigger. It's a lot more powerful, I will admit that, but it'd been nice to see something new.
What do you want for them to for them to do? Like
I don't know. Find something.
the black balls, like it's balls. What do you expect for them to do?
I don't know. It'd be like Dragon
Breakdance.
Ball. Be like Dragon Ball Z, where they all give someone their power or something. I don't know. Just figure out something that's new. I mean, Henry's pretty useless if he's not in that castle to begin with, but
But he controls the actual ball, and he is the actual spine of the. The other is just. We're going to go into details in the
yeah,
next chapter.
we'll see more about the Ultra Giant Black Bull in the next chapter.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to chapter 315.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The battle between Lucifero and the Ultra Giant Black Bull. Okay, this is actually pretty good because we actually have a good fight scene going on here. Scorpion, take it away.
The punch, basically, the fight scene was great, and seeing all the black balls into the cockpit, it looked like Power Rangers. Come on.
But is all the Black Bulls in that cockpit? Like, if you look at that frame.
Nope.
No, not all.
Exactly.
Sorry, not
And
all.
exactly. Who's the one
Most.
who's missing?
Asta.
Exactly. Which is weird
And-
because
And
I mean, Yami doesn't count.
Yeah, Yami doesn't count. He's captured. He's the devil, so in distress.
But which is weird because we saw some of them like outside with Asta at the time. So you think Asta would have actually joined in there at some point, but he never did.
is knocked even though?
Noct is not there. We'll see him in the next couple pages because he's outside as well.
Oh yeah.
But like this fight going on with the Black Bulls and Lucifero. Oof. Keep going on about it, Scorpion.
And yeah, look. Wait, is look? No, look is inside.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And actually, look find it, and I want to know how they're going to extract the two captains, and how this is going to, how they're going to save them, because I don't want Yami to die, or Vengeance. I don't want the.
I kind of want Vengeance to die.
Why?
Because he needs to pay for his crimes. So many people died in that elf arc.
He needs to atone for his sin.
Same thing.
I'm not going to argue with you because you're going to kick me from the podcast. Let's move on.
All right, Soul, tell me what you think about this.
That entrance, I gotta say, it's really well like detailed. Because if you take a look, like you can see how big the area really is compared to like the Clover Kingdom is. Like even the Black Ball's like hideout, as we said in the last chapter, it's very huge, and the fact they can maneuver the hideout with no problem whatsoever, and actually punching someone like Lucifer with ease compared to where they even had a hard time against the Midnight Sun back then. that's really amazing. Like that's
Hmm.
really amazing of a way. And also the positions of the black balls is actually making sense. Because you have Vanessa with the faint magic being up front, basically protecting everyone. You have Gordon and you have Henry basically supporting from the back. You have Luck, which is basically sensing, which would cover the next panel.
No, no, it's still part of this.
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically got these two, and these
Hmm.
two from the back, and we've got Charmy over here, who is basically feeding everyone, so they will have all of the mana back.
Yeah, but you can only eat so much.
Yeah. Well, to some extent.
Hmm.
I just love how Gray is basically still Gray.
Mm.
She's basically, oh no, don't look at me. Uh, and Locke
Hmm.
has been from a happy going kind of guy to
Hmm.
serious face, as we
Yeah.
see next. What's What's interesting to me is that both Yami and Vengeance are actually like being protected from the demon,
Hmm. But
like
what about knocked?
Lucifer, huh?
What about knocked?
Noct. Well, Noct is basically just like, well, they're doing the thing,
Hmm.
and just like, I have to stop him. I've got to. I somehow have to be important to the scene. Just like get me into the fight.
Honestly, I think he's more or less out there for. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything what he's out there for. He's just in his union form, like his defensive one, just
Yeah, like
chilling,
is he there to actually protect them, or is he there to
right? I mean, he's just chilling, just watching it. He's like, oh,
like
I think he's more or less like assessing them.
how? How's he gonna assist this huge like hideout?
Assess. I didn't say assist. I said assessed.
Oh, assessed. Okay, my bad. Yeah,
Mm.
like that's actually crazy, and the fact that we can see in the next page that he's trying to basically absorb the punch.
Hmm. But
And
speaking of which, from the last chapter, you said that Yami and Vengeance were hid away, and I wanted to save it for this part. But
oh,
like we said, they weren't hid away. They were actually being absorbed into it because it said right here in this chapter. Well, this page actually.
oh right, you're right.
Yeah. So with this going on and seeing how we have Lucifero with all of his other previous hosts, if Yami and Vengeance are at the core, will they follow the same fate?
I hope not. Because
Uh, well, it doesn't seem so, but well, we'll have to see. I
Hmm.
mean, I kind of don't want to, but like, there's gotta be a character development somewhere.
There has to be. This was a this was actually pretty good from the start. I like
Yeah,
again. I don't like the whole Power Rangers thing.
I just don't want this to happen, but for character development,
Hmm.
Mhm.
But it was a good fight. A lot of power going into that. It'd be kind of more interesting if like Nock would do like some type of shadow thing to help him out. But
yeah.
he's pretty much just saying, "Fuck you guys. You guys can handle this."
Yeah, just looking. Yeah,
Hmm.
sure, why not? You can
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah,
Just
like,
being spectator.
can
Hmm.
he actually like absorb? I mean, can he actually trap this kind of like more larger creature than a human inside the shadow?
I
His shadow, I
highly,
mean.
I highly doubt that because this is Lucifero's power, and he tried doing something along those lines with just a mid tier. Was it mid tier when he was fighting the two when they first came out, and it had
I
no
think
effect.
I think it's a high.
Well, even if they were high, it didn't work on them. What makes you think it's gonna work on like the literally king of devils?
Yeah. No.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. Lucifero's overwhelming power. Well, they had a good run.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Soul, tell me what you think about this.
Oh
Like
boy.
that page where it just shows it crumbling. Tell me what do you think about that?
That was kind of a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, for once, thought it would actually work, but what did I expect? It's basically the boss guy. So if he would just go down by the black balls themselves and not Asta, then just put Asta there and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, it's very interesting of how the two brothers are going to help,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone else is trying their best to actually succeed. And you can even see the regular people are actually struggling to even move. Uh,
Yeah.
in
I
the
mean, with that gravity magic.
Yeah, it's very obvious that
Mm-hmm.
a normal human would. It's very interesting of how. Wait, is Phlegonon trying to balance himself, or is he being affected by the gravity magic?
Where at?
In the next chapter,
Next
after
chapter.
that next panel, after everyone, all of the humans being collapsed, which I
Which
probably
part?
should have not talked about it.
That's fine. This whole thing is about like how strong Lucifero is.
Yeah. You can see the two brothers basically trying to combine their powers and only Muninn understanding.
Which part are you seeing? I don't see that.
If you look down after Noct is saying we absolutely cannot allow the Demon King to basically
Yeah, but what
be
brothers? I
released.
Not
don't.
brothers. The of the Gorian and
Oh
his
Yeah,
yeah,
sister.
yeah,
yeah.
siblings, not
Sibling.
brothers.
Ah, you
And
know
I was a little
me.
bit confused.
Yeah. I mean, you're telling him that his wife is a man. That makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
What?
Because she's manly. That's why.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm digging myself even deeper.
Oh
Why not?
no.
Mm,
What did
Why
I
not?
do?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really amazing the way that even though it's about the Black Bulls fight, that they're actually letting us see how is everyone's been affected by this fight. Unlike some animes, I won't say in this podcast, but some animes are basically just focusing on one fight for a group or a person. But this Black Clover actually showing the entire society basically. Well,
mhm.
almost basically being affected by this fight.
Yeah. All right. So going to me, Lucifer's overwhelming power. He literally used gravity magic, like instantly. Like, do you think he'll be able, like, for this is a question for both of you. Like, do you think he'll be able to like use both William's magic along with Yami's magic now that they're at his core?
No,
No, because
Maybe.
technically they are inside him.
yes, but
Maybe.
I don't know. Like dog tree magic. Like, I don't know. I think it's gonna collide
Hmm.
because William's magic is basically life. Yami's magic is basically quote unquote death.
I mean, it's dark. I don't know if that would
Dog
represent
death,
death.
but
You're starting to sound like all those people that were judging Yami because of his magic.
that's the easiest way for me to explain.
Mm. Yeah.
I
So,
don't think they can. He can.
mm. Going with this, like, you have like with all this gravity magic, Nox always like thinking to himself, "We cannot let the kings get out into this world, no matter what."
Yeah.
And then, like, it shows like Lucifer was actually using all the gravity magic in the entire area. So
Yeah.
everybody is being pushed to the ground, and then you have, Scorpion's waifu and little matchstick her brother, who is just as useless with Salamander, who should
Oh
be a lot
no.
stronger. But
Just
like,
useless. Come on.
yeah, they are being the strongest out of everybody there. So yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. Scorpion, tell me what you think about Lucifer's overwhelming power.
First of all, crumbling of the black bull. Oh, that is not a good thing.
It's not
It's not
because
just for me. It was a very disappointing. When I read this yesterday, I was picturing, oh, the end of last chapter. They assembled the Megazord. Now we're going to have a full chapter of fighting. No,
I mean we pretty much
literally,
did.
literally, couple of pages, 2 pages,
Yeah,
and
it was
that's
more
it.
than that. It was pretty much the whole chapter. Mm.
And it's crumbling. Everyone is panicking, and then gravity, and everyone is on.
Oh
Yeah.
well.
I believe that he can use both dark and light magic of the two captains and just
Light magic.
yeah.
He doesn't have light magic.
No, what was
World tree magic.
World tree magic.
World Tree? Sorry, World Tree and dark magic, and he's going to wreck basically
Mhm.
everyone, and it's dire situation,
Mhm.
and I love how the two most powerful individuals are withstanding the gravity and just. I
Like,
want.
I wouldn't go with most powerful.
Okay, let me see if you can sustain in bed with her, and then we're going to see.
I mean, she's a guy, so.
Thank you, Saul. I'm not going to forget this. But it's interesting how they can withstand, and the sheer power they have can withstand the gravity magic of
Yeah.
a demon.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think
All right.
that's it from me.
Okay, let's go on to the next topic. Lucifero destroys the ultra giant black bull. Ah, Black Bull's taking L. All right, I'm gonna start this one off. So I'm gonna start this off like with their final attack when they did towards Lucifero.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this. They do one good right. Well, for them it'd be a left hook. And after they do that left hook, like a bunch of cannons open up on this black giant bull and just start firing at Lucifero. And then Lucifero is like, roar! He just destroys them with the one roar. Oh, like the ultra giant black bull just crumbled. It was kind of sad, in my opinion. And then everyone's like, oh no. Yeah, that was pretty funny in my opinions. Go ahead, Scorpion. Tell me what you think about that.
I know he's got some opinion about this.
There is only one sound that can describe the situation. Wah wah wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Just it's super disappointing just to hype for them combining their power just to basically to get taken out so quickly. I
Mhm.
hope a little bit longer to be and they to struggle a little bit more and then the black ball to be destroyed.
Mhm.
The actual Megazord, I mean. But
I mean, you got to think these mages. They did combine their power to make something super strong, but they're still middle
Mm,
class mages.
yeah. Well,
at, at least a little bit of dodging and in like in boxing, just one or two more punches, not just that giant cannon
Yeah,
that
but
didn't do anything.
it's a lot harder to sweep and dodge whenever it's massive. So, not to mention, it doesn't have actual bones or skin to help it move around as easy. It's just literally a brick just moving.
They're going to find a way. But yeah, for
Yeah.
me, I hope that this was a little bit longer as a
Mhm.
black ball on ball fight, and it's just no.
Mhm. Right. Let's go to Soul. Soul, tell us what you think about this.
this actually, as much as unfortunate it is, like seeing this is actually making sense in plot wise. I cannot really explain until we move on to the last page.
Mhm.
But it's really amazing that they have like all these cannons made from uh the elf arc. I forgot of how they made it, but they've used that, and then they used Ghosh's magic, I believe, with Lux to make these lasers.
I mean, I don't know if they're actually lasers per se. I mean, luck could be. You could be right. They might be just firing like lightning bolts and stuff, or they're using Goshi's like mirror magic.
On Lux, yeah.
Yeah, because if they have like openings for the cannons all over there and having a mirror behind every single cannon to like
Yeah.
pinpoint, that would make sense.
I believe that's a work of Finrod, Locke, and Gush at the same time.
Well, Finral doesn't have attack magic. He only has transportation magic, so
That's
it
what.
wouldn't
That's why I feel like he's using his magic to teleport these laser beam from.
maybe transferring the attack from one place to another. But if he could do that, wouldn't he be able to like hit him from all sides and angles?
That depends on Gush's rod within this like page alone.
Mm.
But it's really, I don't know, like the fact that he was injured to this much.
That's the thing. I don't think he's injured.
Well, penetrated by these lasers.
Penetrate is probably not the best word for this.
Look, that's that's the best word I can come up with right now. Uh, yeah, the fact that he was able to not only punch the entire like hideout, but also to basically put seven of the scenes that I cannot say anymore because of spoilers.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, that was kind of a shame. The
Mhm.
fact that they actually did so much of a work to get there. I get why. Well, they didn't had Asta in, so they didn't have the plot device for it for the Haida to survive.
Mhm.
We'll get to that next.
Yep.
Uh, as for the people, I believe the mother and like child in the last panel is the Rebecca.
No. Why would she be
No,
in the? Why would she be in the Spade Kingdom?
then she's the one that Asta saved from way back then.
I think these are just citizens of the Spirit Kingdom.
Because I remember Asta saving a woman and a child way back then in the Spirit Kingdom before the
Yeah.
entire fight.
Yeah, I think these are actually the locals of the town who are like assisting, or the ones that were being evacuated, because they said that they were being evacuated at the very beginning of this entire fight.
Yeah.
But like Lucifer's power is going all over this region, so that makes sense. Like they're asking for help.
Yeah. Well, gravity magic is basically crush. Imagine that gravity like basically crushing you into the ground. Like that's
Hmm.
and after seeing the black balls, basically the hideout is basically gone.
Hmm.
That's just the most dispel thing to legit have.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I kind of liked it too, but I feel like for them it's like, oh,
I'm surprised they didn't get crushed. Like all that just being destroyed, plus the extra gravity weight on them and them being inside, they should have been crushed.
they look like they're crushing. I mean, look at how much they are sweating over here.
Hmm. Yeah.
Probably because it's too hot from the demon.
Mm. Let's move on to this last part. The last hope. All right.
The last hope.
Yep. Scorpion, why don't you take this last part?
Last hope.
Starting off with it's gonna be okay.
It's going to be okay, and I love how to be honest, I want this as a poster. It's going to be
Yeah.
okay, and all those faces.
Hmm.
This. I want this colored and on my wall,
Oh boy, yeah.
and they're just a little bit sweating because they don't know what to do next, and then, bam! You see Asta with the sword just preparing to go and beat
Hmm.
that demon up.
I don't think they're sweating because they don't know what they're gonna do. I think they're
Yeah.
sweating because they lost the Black Bull, but now they're relying on Asta.
Um it's interesting. It's interesting that the gravity magic does not affect them.
Yeah, now it doesn't. I think Lucifer might have took it off. That or the gravity magic's only hitting the black giant black bull thing that they're in, and it's not
Yeah,
affecting them
that's why they're
inside.
probably sweating.
Mm. Soul, why don't you tell me what you think?
First off, it's a black ball, like a symbol. It's basically like, oh, you think you've beaten us? Nah, we still have a trump card on our sleeve. Just
Mm-hmm.
wait. And the most badass about this is that you can see everyone is serious, and even like Gray is serious, but also like trying to hide the shy kind of personality, but also having it.
Mm-hmm.
You have Dark, which is obviously like very like enjoying this, but also like very intense at the same time, which
Mm-hmm.
we normally don't see him like that. Uh, then we have Zoa and Gon basically being fine, I guess, shocked because of the guild being destroyed, or that's just their actual reaction of being serious.
I think it's more or less the reaction of knowing that they can't do anything else.
Okay, yeah,
Because
because we see Zoa being like totally like shocked.
mm-hmm.
Uh, we can see Nero, we can see Gush basically uh, being serious and all. Like they know
Mm-hmm.
Alstad's gonna do it. Noel knows, Luck knows, Magna knows, Gray knows, and Charmy knows. The
Mm-hmm.
others, the others are basically like terrifying. Well, not
So,
terrifying, more like worrying.
all right, I got a question for you then. Why is Asta so far away? They show him like a mountain away from the actual fight. Like seriously,
Hey, dude,
Well,
he needed to go and
what
take a
run away?
shit.
Like you can
He
see
need
the castle in the panel all the way in the background.
he just
well,
needed to prepare the entrance, the final battle entrance. Just the hero coming in the last second. Come on, it's
Hmm.
just basic hero 101.
Debatable.
um, I don't know. I feel like as though they did it on purpose because I don't think Asta could have actually made an impact inside of the hideout
Hmm.
because of the way that Asta is basically fighting in those stuff. Not to mention, she's using Yami's sword, so it has to be with far away distant. Hopefully, he can use the move which Yami did against Dante, basically the final thrust, I believe that was.
I don't think he could do it. I think Yami was using his shadow magic.
Because I think he used something similar against it, against Libe final blow, because it had the same sound effect.
But mm, I just don't see why he couldn't have just stayed in the giant black bull until his time ran out.
Because I don't think Asta's way of attacking right now with Yami's sword would actually have much of a contact with
He can literally
Lucifer right
pull.
now.
He can pull out his other sword and use the black divider and just like make it massive.
that's the
He there's so many options he could have done.
that's the thing. Can he actually do it with the contract?
Yeah, I feel like he can.
Cause the way he did it, it's like he wanted to finish off Lucifer and save his captain by using his own sword. As
That's
in like master and student kind of like.
yeah, but that would be the most stupidest thing. And just trying to like, hey, I'm just gonna use Yami's sword when I have this other sword that can end this fight, but I want this to be more memorable. Like seriously.
I told you, hero 101. Just be the most member, be the most badass, no matter. But for me, I think that the next chapter is going to reveal why Asta
Yeah.
is so fucking far away, and why this
Mhm.
why needed to be not in the fight, just
Mhm.
wrecking shit up and helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if you look at the episode against Libe, you'll probably be able to hear Asta's final attack with the same as soundtrack. I mean sound as Yami's final thrust.
yeah, but it's just sound. And
Yeah,
plus,
but
it
I
feels like
guess
that
it
Libe.
was because before this, Yami was saying, "Is that your limit?"
Oh, I mean, Yami says that to everybody.
Yeah, but after he was taken,
Mm,
I don't know. I feel like that is like Asta, like Asta already used everyone's technique besides Yami's, and that was Asta's last like technique that Yami used.
hmm.
I don't know.
Just
That's just me.
yeah. Just looking at this last page, I just like how badass Asta looks. Just coming out there, katana in hand, getting ready to grab it. You can see like his contract seal, and then little Libe on his shoulder.
No, for me, the last page is the actual katana and saying
Yeah,
Asta.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what
That's
I'm
what it
talking about.
means.
You see the contract on his wrist, Libe on his shoulder.
N- Wait, am I mistaken? But the second to last is that for me. The last is just the actual end of the
Oh,
sword and saying Asta.
Okay,
oh,
yours might be cut off, but
yeah,
yeah, the whole
probably.
page is Asta holding the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole page. Ah, it was great. I actually like this chapter. So we're gonna move on to the rating 1 out of 10. All right, I'm gonna start this off.
Thank you.
I'm going to give this, with all of the stuff that happened in this chapter, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Only because you had his waifu show up again, which that's definitely gonna be a no-no. But I actually like the fact that the Black Bull, like the castle, just got destroyed. I don't like the whole Power Ranger idea. Like that kind of annoys me. It really does. I
But
do like the
it
fact that
is.
I do like how they had the cannons fire though, and then like they didn't really hurt Lucifero at all. I really
No,
don't think they did.
maybe a little bit, but not.
They
No,
stalled time.
they just tickle him.
Yeah, they stalled for time for Asta. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
And then at the
that's what I
very
wanted to
end,
say, but couldn't.
yeah, and at the very end, you have Asta coming out here, badass katana. So that's why I'm giving it an 8.5. All right, Scorpion.
I'm going to also give it 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit disappointed that the actual uh, Black Ball Megazord fight was not a little bit long, and I suppose to what was the name of the character? The one that controls fate,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Why Vanessa didn't use her fate magic to basically?
She couldn't keep up.
Yeah,
Remember, she has a limit.
Yeah, but
yeah. No, she's.
There's only so much that she can change with the amount of mana she has. Even if her mana is being replenished, like eventually, as her mana is being replenished, it's gonna keep going down, and it just is gonna keep going down lower and lower. So
Yeah.
she's not gonna have enough time to regenerate that magic in order to fix it.
but yet I was wanted a little bit to see if she to try and fail, but I wish that the Mega Black Ball to be more a little bit more
Useful.
useful. Yeah, that is the word. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, yes, one of my waifu showed up. For that reason, it's high. And the other thing is the despair on the actual people. You
Mhm.
see how they just, oh no, this fails, we're fucked.
Mhm.
And just the black balls, now what?
Mhm.
And in the end, Asta. That was a good moment, but for this for for one more time, why the fuck are you so far away? You need to be right there just to help your brother and not to sit and poop in the corner. Just
Yeah.
go and fight and wreck shit because you have an awesome power, and that's a giant demon that is there.
Mhm. All right. Let's move on to Soul.
Uh, a 9.
A 9. Okay.
It's between 9 and 9.5.
Explain.
First off, well, I I actually like very much the fight. I think it fitted. It was fitting for the actual like idea of what they should like what they were supposed to be to do. I mean,
Mhm.
because the Black Ball's like job was not supposed to win. That's not what the goal is. As you said, Chili, the goal was basically to buy time.
Mhm.
And if their goal was actually like to win, then they could have just like
That should have been
done
their
what they
goal.
did in the what is it, Elfstock, All-Stars canon.
Yeah, well, I mean, they should have been trying to go for the win instead of trying to rely on Asta, but shonen protagonist.
All-Stars the main character.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's the main character. He has to have all the glory.
yep.
Fuck you know. Fuck you know.
I also liked of how the despair you can feel in the people. It's like, oh no, that was the only one that these were the only ones who can actually put up a fight against this demon, basically.
Mhm.
Uh, Other than, well, Flegalon and Melon being badass and basically just like bring it on.
Mhm.
Also, I love the expression of each one, like each one individual within the black balls basically having, which actually fit in the character very much so.
Mhm.
As I already said before, basically, Gordon and Zora is basically shocked, I would say. Uh, Federal is a bit worried. Um, and then you have the main man himself, Asta. Basically, is ready to deal the final blow from a 50 meter away. Is that 50 meter or is that 10? I'm not good with meters. Uh, Probably 50, but yeah, that's why I'm
Mhm.
giving it a 9 instead of a 10 this time, because the one was like, I feel like it could have been a bit more into it, basically put in a bit more characters instead of the siblings and the black balls.
Mhm.
Maybe a bit more open, like, I don't know, conversation within people, not like talking, maybe like more shock faces and all, and
Mhm.
despair and stuff. But we'll see if, and hopefully it will get animated. It will be better. But right now it's a 9. 9.5 to me.
Okay. Well, this next part we can finally do again because we are finally caught up. So we don't know what's
Yup.
going to happen anymore. We can actually question what can possibly happen. Yuno's going to get destroyed. We obviously know Yuno's not going to be in this fight. I'm going to start this
No,
off.
no.
Yuno's
No.
not going to be in this fight. It's going to be
No.
all Asta.
Yeah.
30 minutes had to have gone by now for Asta to be able to go fusion with Lee Big and just be like fusion ha with a Dragon Ball Z fusion pose. They're gonna
He did
come
not
out.
do the pose though.
They're gonna come out. They're gonna destroy them. Asta, I feel like is gonna get pushed down to the last second again. And with how big Lucifero is, there is no way he can outrun Asta because Asta's biggest weakness was the speed. And with how big this dude is, there's no way he's gonna be faster. They're screwed though if Lucifero does manage to get out of hell. Because then I feel like Lucifero's real body is going to be super quick.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Yes, but I don't think that's going to be like everything in the next chapter. I think the next chapter is going to just
Yeah.
show Asta turning back into Devil Union mode again, or it's going to show picking himself up off the floor like he always is to go help out the real hero of the story. All right, that was my spiel. Go ahead, Scorpion. Tell me what you think is going to happen next chapter.
The more interesting thing is maybe I don't
Uh,
know what is going to happen. To be honest, maybe Asta is going to slay that abomination with one swing, or just like you said, Asta is going to push all the way to his limits and just then going to defeat him. But the most important thing, are those two captains going to survive this or not?
I just hope Vengeance doesn't. All right.
First, Muninn with hating of and why?
Yeah. Because they're
First
useless.
of, I wanna have disclaimer. I'm not hating Yami.
No, you just dislike him.
No. No.
And I believe that the actual abomination is drawing from the two captains' powers and life essence.
Yeah.
And if Asta is cutting off bits and pieces, I think that they're going to suffer as well
Mhm.
because they're powering this. Just
Yeah.
they're the actual catalyst that,
That's the
Can-
main problem.
yeah.
Soul, what do you think is gonna happen next chapter?
I think we're gonna have to see. I think we're gonna have to see some kind of a talk between Lotus and Dorothy. Some kind
Who?
of a talk.
Between who?
Lotus, the other kingdom, the guy that got his arm cut off
Who?
with the smoke magic. Lotus.
Oh,
Lotus.
yeah, you're talking to him. Got it.
I don't know how to say his name. My
I
bad.
didn't even know his name. That's why I couldn't
I,
figure out
I
who you're talking
forgot for
about.
a second.
He's useless too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why is that I feel like both of the characters are actually fitting. Not only because they are magic, but because of the way they are, honestly.
Okay.
And then you probably have some kind of way with Nanglis, basically him not trying to help, of course, because we see him trying to charge into vengeance somehow.
Mhm.
So it's probably gonna help him. It's probably going to be exhausted after all. He used what is it, star magic? It was.
Yeah. But if Charmy comes and saves the day for her beloved, he'll be good to go.
And as for Asta, I don't see him in the next chapter finishing the bad boss now.
That would
In the next
suck.
chapter.
That would suck considering how they hyped him up at the end of this chapter.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a bit too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Asta just showed up and just to be able to finish the boss with one blow, or just finish him off with one fight.
I don't think that it's going to be finishing off with one blow, and I don't think he's the boss yet. I think the real Lucifer
Yeah,
will come
no,
out later.
it's the boss right now. That is,
The current obstacle.
yeah. As for Lucifero, he might be defeated like more easily than we think, but
Mhm.
not in the next chapter. That is,
Yeah.
hopefully not.
I hope that it's not going to be like the Black Bull
Yeah.
got introduced. Next chapter got destroyed.
Mhm. Next chapter, it's over.
Hopefully not.
No, I hope there is another 2 chapters.
Yeah.
I
Probably
feel
there
like
will be 10 more.
yeah, there's got to be at least 10 to 20 more.
Yeah, 10 between 20 more.
I mean the actual fight
Oh,
with the
then
jam
it's
blob.
probably going to be 3 chapter, 4 chapter, maybe back and
Yeah,
forth,
for
kind
the
of like.
fight. Yeah. Alright.
As for I was none.
Okay, go on.
As for like what was going on with Nuzelle and the rest, I don't think they're gonna join the fight. I don't think so. I think they're just gonna be in standby. And as for Yami and Vengeance, as Scorpion said, well, I do think it's going to be risky if Asta is going to do the final attack. Because we know that Asta, quote unquote, can negate magic. I'm calling it negation because, well, it's more easier for me. But, yeah, the reason why I'm saying this because if that's the case, then the magic of Asta and Williams will basically also will be negated by themselves because their body is basically trying to hold on, but also basically the magic is going away. So if the magic is completely going away, then Asta just going to it's basically Bleach movie all over again. It's just like they saved the good character and then well, I won't spoil anymore, but I hope it's not the case. Like I hope Asta doesn't accidentally like kills them. I don't think so anyway. Even though it's by accident, I don't think so, but now I'm finished.
Got it. All right. We're going to move on to the question and answers.
Oh boy.
Yep.
If anyone
Let's see.
has any questions, go right
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, let's look at some of the old questions. The
Yeah.
scary ones.
Well, Chili,
Well,
go ahead.
yeah, I know. Why?
Why not?
We all got a good laugh out of this too when we first saw it. I'm not gonna put the next question on though,
Why not?
because that's just mean.
Why not?
I need to start my own harem, so I mean, if you're gonna join, I mean, the position is available.
Please join our Discord for this.
Yeah, Scorpion, this one's for you.
Why not both?
Why not both? All right, where we go.
Why not both? Just to have fun, have diversity. If you do one thing, it's going to get boring very quickly. If you change it, one or the other, then it's going to be more. Or just be surprised. Today you're going to have this, or the other day, tomorrow you're going to have this.
And Kiwi teases me.
I have a question for you, Scorpio, about this.
What?
Is both referring to both Charmy and Maradona?
Yeah, one does one, one does the other. The question is who's doing what?
Well,
Yeah.
Remember, Maria Leona uses her fire hand, so she's got multiple hands if she spanks.
but on the other hand,
No. She is going to be the spanking. Charmy is going to be the
belt.
step. No.
The stepping.
Yeah, the stepping.
Got it. This next question: do you think they'll survive, or do you think their actual death going to be in this scene? The second level is actually open. That's a tongue twister.
But basically, we answered this.
I mean, yeah, I feel like they're gonna survive. I want one person to die. Like one person has to die in the Black Bulls, and Captain Vengeance has to die. Same with But
why do you want that person to die for the Black Bulls?
Because they need character development. They really do. Like if someone goes down, everyone's gonna feel super sad because this is war. At least Neji died in Naruto. There's some casualties.
Spoilers.
There has to be.
Spoilers. How old is Naruto now?
Naruto.
I mean, look, okay. There are some people who don't know about Naruto. I mean, some who don't know about Naruto.
besides the point. Naruto's been like finished up back in 2016. It's been almost 5 years now. If you don't know, then you don't know.
Yeah, like I've talked about with people that don't know about Naruto,
Mhm,
so you don't know.
The
mhm.
more you know.
But no, everyone's gonna survive. We just need a couple casualties though. Like we had casualties
Um,
back whenever this arc first started.
yeah.
Mm.
Also, I've got a question for you in that Chili.
Hmm.
So remember in the fight with Dante?
Yes.
So you
Which
said
one?
one in
Which
black
one?
boss was is supposed to die for you. What do you say? What if Gosh would actually died?
I feel like Gray will never actually have a family.
What about her magic?
I think it's interesting how they threw a interesting development between her magic. Gray though, if he did die, it would probably change a lot because we saw what happened with when he first got stabbed. Also went crazy.
Yeah. Now her magic will still develop.
Maybe not. Depends, because maybe not under those circumstances. I mean, I don't know. That's a tricky one, seeing how it already happened and we saw it.
Yeah, because maybe it will not be the to the extent of what it was, but it will still be like a scenic aspect. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe it will still his like wound, but will not be able to like help him surviving.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was the last question. Does anybody else have any questions? I see we still have a few viewers.
If you
Um,
do, please.
yeah.
If you also
And,
do after the podcast, please make sure to join our Discord.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys, we finished. We are up to date.
We
Yeah.
finally
Finally.
caught up,
Oof.
Now only the One Piece we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
which will be on Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Still waiting. We'll wait about another 30 seconds before we move on.
A clarification. This week is we don't have a chapter, right?
Yeah, this is a break week. That's what made us caught up. If not, then we would have had to do another chapters next week. Another two chapters. But now that we're
And
finally caught up, we can go back to
Yep.
being doing one.
uh, and
Like,
this is going to be much easier to
yeah.
digest because it's going to be around 40 minutes, not hour and 30 like now.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, and now it's not that bad.
It's
Yeah.
really not.
I watched recently longer stuff than this.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, look at the One Piece.
Okay. We don't have any questions
If,
anymore, so
if you have any for us, go ahead. If you have any more, please go ahead.
mm, we haven't had any questions in about 2 minutes now, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
Okay.
Have
All
we
right.
covered
At this,
all the questions we had so far?
yes. So at this time, is there anything that the host would like to add?
Mm, the two chapters were great, and I want to see more. And I cannot wait to see this in actual anime.
Yeah, well, you'll see
Oh
it next week.
boy.
That's if for like 5 years from now, whenever they finally animate it.
Like imagine this chapter animated with the All-Star being standing like with the way he's breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just like kinda like
Mm-hmm. All right. If you guys don't have anything else to add,
Nah.
all right.
nope.
That wraps it up for us. We would be happy to have you joining us again for Black Clover next week. We'll be moving back to Monday, hopefully, with no issues. So we'll go live at 7 p.m. CET, 12 p.m. CST, 1 p.m. EST. Also, check out our One Piece chapter reviews on Friday whenever they get back and going. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our content, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell and comment below. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. One big thank you from Otaku International. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye bye.